picture? You want to go bye-bye? She sure do. Hey guys, this is Marty here. I'm going to give you a quick update because the last video was kind of like a montage of what kind of breaking you up and telling you what happened, whatever bringing you in. But what I wanted to do today is I got a few moments and I'm kind of finished with a few things. I'm ready to do something, but I might want to get a few. I'm ready to do something, but I need somebody's help on this one. But anyway, what I want to show you a few things is what's going on, what has gone on, go a little detail. Someone asked me about transmission problems or with the Audis. If you look over there at junk pile over there, right over there, I got a couple of 5 HP 19s. Basically, I put in an Audi totally analog transmission, come out of an Audi 5000 S model, sport model, whatever. Runs a governor in it, runs a throttle valve, no electronics. Okay. Anyway, like that. Alright, that's the big change. Okay. Which means I had to change up the axles. A few other little goodies. Alright, let's get into some details. Okay. Alright. Power plant hasn't changed much. I will show you a few things. Here's your Audi 5000 transmission. This is my trusty yardstick that I'm using as a pointer. Trans cooler lines come out, braided lines going to a trans cooler over there behind the coolant reservoir with a fan. Steel on this side is the Mini Cooper aluminum radiator with a fan. Remote oil filter. If y'all remember on this Audi motor, the oil filter was right here. The throttle body was coming up, way up here with the mass airflow sensor and all that. I want to show you where it is now. I made this one day. I said, man, if I'm going to put that supercharger on this thing, I've got to have it being vented out the back. That's my own little design right there. Kind of weird. When it idles, it whistles just a little bit. It almost sounds like a turbocharger whine. Ha! Kind of. But I've been the turbocharger routes. They're okay. Alright. What else is new back here? This is the ram air system that I made for it, or air injection or whatever. I took these old vents and I cut them out and made them do what, I needed to do. Electronics are still in the same place. Nothing's really kind of changed. I did drop the motor down about an inch and a half to accommodate for the axles on the Audi 5000 transmission, and they're big beefy axles. Don't know what they're going to take. Here's something I did. I cut this out for vents. Okay, it's going to vent the heat from the exhaust. Of course, I wrapped the exhaust as well to keep the heat down to a minimum. Hey, it does its job. It really does. Check out the diffuser I made. Well, of course, MR2s don't have diffusers, so I had to come up with my own. I changed up this license plate thing and added a rear view camera or backup camera, whatever you want to call it, kind of thing. And interesting. Alright, last video I kind of shot a profile of the car. I was going to show you all the patches I put in and everything. Of course, I kept with the MR2 vent here. All I did was fiberglass it to extend a little bit, the 10.5 inches that I stretched the chassis. Alright, here's something bigger. I cut a giant hole in the hood. Oh my God. Hey, this car ran the other day in here, 95-degree temperature, never got to 180 degrees with just those fans running. I got fans on these two things as well, but sitting in here running, oh, it ran for about 25 minutes or so. I was checking things out, just one of those deals. I want to put some wire mesh here to go to add a little bit of a final feature to that. And you can see what I did with the rocker panels. They look like one whole piece. Dude, that was a job, but it went well. All right, let's go. Okay, fuel door works, all that stuff. You see the patchwork. Now, I'm not a body guy, but I can fabricate just about anything. I'm gonna take it to my buddy and let him do the finesse on it. Okay, inside. Let me set my butt down. I still don't have the seats in. They're upstairs. But I want to say I've got a breakaway steering wheel now, and I put the push button shifter back in with one cup holder. Well, that's an oddity, okay? MR2s don't have cup holders. Alright, alright, this still runs and sweet as ever. I put this back in. I think this looks much neater. I could still go with the paddle shift, but I'm gonna give this a try first. Got all the gauges doing what they're supposed to be doing. The tack is a little, I have to figure that out. Over here, I got oil pressure, oil temperature, water temperature of two different places. Up front, I got a temperature gauge here as well. I can monitor the temperature of what's going on. I'll get this little button on that one. Alright, anyway, you can see I changed up, got rid of the clock. I hated that about Toyotas. The Japanese always needed to have a clock somewhere. But anyway, this still works as it does. Put it in reverse, and we got all that good stuff. And of course, drive and drop my yardstick. But anyway, it sounds great. This is that analog radio that I told people about, trying to get a decent picture of it. It's got apps. You can app with your OBD2 and put up all your gauges and check things out and address codes and stuff of that nature. These switches here, it's going to sound funny, but this one actually runs the fans that are back here in the back, and they're going to exit any heat going through that radiator and the transcooler. Rest of them I really haven't figured out, but I've got some ideas. That's kind of a neat trick. The voltage or amp gauge in this deal. I've got the AC ready to be hooked up. I haven't done that yet. Almost. Fuel gauge, all that works. Alright, this works, all that. We're looking pretty good, okay? Oh, I want to let y'all hear that whiny noise. Y'all hear that whine? That whine's coming from the positive crankcase ventilation right here. And since I made this throttle body, okay, kind of neat. Voice your opinion if you want to. I don't care. I like the noise. This is going to be for my fog lights. I took them off so I can go take the paint shop. This is a 0 meter for the speedometer. The speedometer is a GPS speedometer, and this is your trip meter, and it actually it works pretty good. You know, GPS is, thank God for all those 1100 satellites floating above us, right? I put the cup holder in. Check this out. I had to put a LED light in a cup holder. Yeah, I got a little bit in me. All right, let me cut this off. And I need your opinion on something. Hey, yeah. You wanna go for a ride? She loves to go for a ride, guys. Alright. You'll notice my sunroof's not here. I actually sold it to a gentleman. I shipped it to him. It got broke. I ain't gonna tell you who the carrier was, but I was playing around with the Audi. Let's move on. I want to put a roof-mounted scoop on this car. Why? Well, because, well, voicing my inner ability and my personality to be different than everybody else. Okay? Can you imagine it on there? Okay. Now, why do I want to put a... It's not going to look like something off of a rally race car or something like that. It's going to go from the front all the way to about right here to give ventilation to the engine bay. Okay? And I want to do it so bad. And you know me, I got a little ADD, and it might happen. The spoilers, everything. I got some cool lights for it. Anyway, there's a Mustang hood right here off an 04. You know, they're fiberglass or a composite or whatever. But anyway, picked this up from one of my buddies at a junkyard. I'm going to actually make that into engine cover. Yeah, okay. Alright, here it is. I'll get your opinion. MR2 with a roof mounted air scoop. I've never seen one. All I've seen is those goofy scoops that come to the side, or one comes dead out of the middle to get, you know, air into that engine bay, or for ram air or whatever. But your supercars, your Lamborghinis and things of that nature, they all have ways of getting air in that and exiting and all that. So I'll need your opinion on that. Look at a few of them, but I want a full length one to come from. I don't want it so gaudy that it sticks up. I want it to gradually come up a little bit and just go back maybe this high, and I make it out of steel because I got a steel sheet of 16 gauge out there. That way I can retain the integrity of the roof. Luckily I don't have the T-top models, because the T-top models you can't do very much with. But anyway guys, I want to give you all this 13-minute video so you will be more informed of what's going on. I like the car. I'm almost done. I'm going to keep it as long as I possibly can. But that back end looks a little bit better. Just imagine the spoiler, the original spoiler, none of that goofy stuff on it. And imagine an engine cover. The engine cover is going to have staggered Lexan in it, kind of like the Lamborghinis, the Aventors or whatever they are. They're kind of staggered a little bit, allowing for ventilation to escape as well. And of course everybody's going, well, we need some wider tires and we need this and that. Guys, this is what I've got. Okay, I will go with bigger brakes, and I do have some aftermarket suspension stuff and all that, but I want to give you all a heads up on what's going on here. Probably next time I talk to you guys, he'll be heading to the paint shop. Okay, appreciate you guys walking this journey with me with this little car. Although I have a lot of things going on, apologize. Someone told me I shouldn't apologize. I do whatever the hell I want. I do. 60 years old, I can do it if I want. But anyway, thank you so much. I'll get with you on the next one. Once again, roof-mounted air scoop. What a concept for an MR2. Bye.